South Cotabato.
To the corners of the world, bringing you the voices that matter.
Good day, elections. I'm Eliza Nievares.
And I am Gerold M. And this is
Election News Report. Informing.
Empowering. Inspiring.
Our top stories for today.
The provincial government of South Cotabato announces the expansion of its public hospital infrastructure, a strategic response to the growing demand for accessible, quality healthcare in the province.
South Cotabato confirms its first case of Mpox, prompting increased health surveillance and public awareness campaigns throughout the region.
The Philippine government launches the National Demographic Data Initiative, aiming to address pressing population issues through comprehensive data analysis and evidence-based planning.
Last May 12, 2025, the Philippines midterm local and national election was successfully conducted.
Countries across the global south begin re-evaluating their migration and labor policies as shifting economic demands and workforce trends reshape global labor dynamics.
The humanitarian crisis in Gaza deepens, with new reports warning of catastrophic hunger affecting millions amid continuing conflict and restricted aid access.
And in celebration, St. Alexius College Incorporated proudly commemorates its 54th founding anniversary, honoring decades of commitment to academic excellence and community service. For our local news.
The provincial government of South Cotabato announces the expansion of its public hospital infrastructure, a strategic response to the growing demand for accessible and quality healthcare in the province. Deme Pascasio will bring us more details.
Viewers, we are here in Coronadal City where a major development has just been unveiled in the healthcare sector. The South Cotabato Province Hospital has officially opened its newly constructed 4-story extension building, a much-anticipated project that aims to respond to the growing health demands of the province. For years, the hospital has faced issues of overcrowding, with patients often being accommodated in hallway and waiting areas due to the shortage of available rooms. Many residents have voiced concerns over long waiting times and limited spaces, especially in the hospital's outpatient department, OPD, one of the most accessed services in the facility. Now, with a new building set to serve as the dedicated OPD, hospital administrators hope to decongest the main hospital, allowing for faster and more organized medical attention. The facility is equipped with more consultation rooms, waiting areas, and updated medical equipment to enhance patient care and comfort. According to the hospital officials, this project is part of a broader plan to upgrade health services in the province and meet the increasing demand brought about by a growing population and complex health challenges. Local government officials, healthcare professionals, and members of the community attended the inauguration ceremony, expressing optimism that this development will make a new chapter in public health for South Cotabato. The project reflects the province's commitment to investing in accessible and quality healthcare for all. This is Shayne Pascasio reporting.
South Cotabato confirms its first case of Mpox, prompting increase in health surveillance and public awareness campaigns throughout the region. Marchie, Lirazan, and Shayne Macadangdang will bring us more details.
Health alert: 2 suspected Mpox case in South Cotabato.
2 people in South Cotabato are now being checked for Mpox or monkeypox. These are suspected cases. The Department of Health or DOH is already monitoring the situation closely.
Mpox is a rare disease caused by the monkeypox virus. It was first seen in Africa, but in recent years, it has spread to the other parts of the world, including the Philippines. It can spread from one person to another through close contact that includes face-to-face contact, skin-to-skin touch, or touching objects like clothes, towels, or beds used by someone who has the virus.
According to the DOH, the 2 suspected cases here in South Cotabato showed signs of Mpox. They were immediately isolated. Health workers have taken samples for the patients and these are now being tested in a laboratory. While waiting for results, contact tracing is being done to check if other people may have been exposed.
Health officers said that patient had common Mpox symptoms. This includes fever, body aches, swollen glands, and rashes. The rashes usually appears on the face, hand, chest, and other parts of the body. These rashes look like pimple or blister and can be itchy or painful.
The good news is, most people who got Mpox recover in 2 to 4 weeks. Serious cases can happen but they are rare. Right now, both suspected patients are in stable condition and doctors are giving them the care they need.
To protect yourself and your loved ones from Mpox, doctors say we should all take simple steps. First, wash your hand often with soap and water. Second, avoid close contact with people who have skin rashes and who are sick. Third, clean shared items like bedsheet or towel regularly. And finally, wear a face mask if you are in crowded places, especially indoors.
We also talked to local health officials today. They reminded the public not to panic. While Mpox can spread, it does not spread as fast as COVID-19. Still, we all need to stay alert and follow health advice.
Here in South Cotabato, health centers are ready. Medical teams are trained to respond to cases quickly. They also ask everyone to report to the nearest clinic or hospital if you notice unusual symptoms.
The Department of Health also shared that vaccine used for smallpox may help protect against Mpox. But right now, prevention is still the best defense, and that starts with good hygiene and staying informed.
If you want to learn more about Mpox, you can visit the official website of the Department of Health, and you may also follow trusted news source online.
We will continue to bring you updates about suspected Mpox cases here in South Cotabato. Once test results are confirmed, we will let you know.
Let us all work together to stay safe and keep our community healthy. Be kind, be aware, and help share correct information, not fear.
This is Shayne Macadangdang.
And I'm Marchie Lirazan. Stay safe, South Cotabato.
Our weather report. Will it be rain or shine in South Cotabato today? Let's find out with our sky watcher on duty.
Here's Louise and Llanes serving the forecast with flair.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our daily weather update. I am here to bring you the latest on today's weather forecast. Let's start with what's happening right now. Across our province, we're waking up to partly cloudy skies with temperatures ranging from 31 to 23 degrees Celsius. It's shaping up to be a pleasant morning for most of us. But don't forget your jacket as temperatures might still be a bit brisk. As we move into the afternoon, we can expect those clouds to give way to increasing sunshine with temperatures rising to a comfortable 91.4 degrees Fahrenheit by midday. So, if you have any outdoor plans, it looks like the perfect opportunity to soak up some vitamin D and enjoy the pleasant weather. This is Liza and Llanes reporting.
For our national news.
The Philippine government launches the National Demographic Data Initiative, aiming to address pressing population issues through comprehensive data analysis and evidence-based planning. Ahriann Pendon and Jekka Rosario will bring us more details.
The Philippine Statistics Authority has officially embarked on the Landmark National Initiative aimed at long-standing population challenges through the power of accurate and up-to-date demographic data. This nationwide demographic data collection program seeks to gain a holistic understanding of the country population dynamics, focusing on the birth rates, mortality trends, migration flows, household composition, and patterns of urbanization. This large-scale initiative is viewed as a vital tool for evidence-based placemaking, especially in a country like the Philippines, where rapid urbanization and shifting population patterns have placed increasing pressure on infrastructure, healthcare, education, and social service. By gathering real-time, localized, and comprehensive demographic information, This program will enable both national and local government units to better allocate resources, implement target intervention, and address gaps in basic service, particularly in underserved and marginalized areas, whether it's addressing the strain on housing in urban centers, improving health service in remote island, or building more resilient school system in rural province. This data will serve as a blueprint for action. PSA officials emphasized that the program is designed not only to benefit central government agencies, but also to empower local government units. Through strengthened access to reliable data, LGU can craft more responsive and sustainable development plans based on the actual needs of their communities. Local leaders will be better equipped to forecast population growth, anticipate social service demands, and identify priority sector for investment and support.
To maximize reach and efficiency, the initiative is also harnessing digital technology. The PSA will utilize digital platforms, mobile applications, and electronic data processing tools to streamline information gathering, ensure accuracy, and reduce delays in reporting. These digital tools are especially crucial for reaching geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas, where traditional data collection methods may be slow or inaccessible. Enumerators will also be trained in ethical data collection practices, privacy protection, and proper use of digital tools to uphold data integrity and public trust. Moreover, the PSA has committed to making this an ongoing and evolving process. The demographic data will be updated regularly to reflect changes over time, ensuring that national and local policies remain adaptive and responsive. A long-term goal of the initiative is to integrate this data system with other government agencies to support cross-sector collaboration in addressing issues such as poverty reduction, climate resilience, labor development, and equitable access to public goods. Officials express optimism that this initiative marks a shift toward more inclusive, data-driven governance, one that listens to the real needs of Filipinos and builds programs around them. It represents a commitment to ensuring that every Filipino, regardless of location or circumstance, is seen, heard, and considered in national development plans. These groundbreaking initiatives underscore the power of data in shaping the future of a nation. With this, the Philippines moves one step closer to achieving more inclusive growth and sustainable development.
I'm Ahriann Key Pendon and Jekka May Rosario reporting.
And for the peek into the political pulse of the nation, last May 12, 2025, the Philippines midterm local and national election was successfully conducted. Eliza Ignacio will bring us more details.
Last May 12, 2025, the Philippine midterm national and local election was successfully conducted. Over 65 million registered voters participated in this year's midterm polls to elect 12 senators, all 316 members of the House of Representatives, and thousands of local officials across the country. According to the Commission of Election, voter turnout was around 78%, reflecting the public's active participation in shaping the country's legislative and local leadership. In the Senate race, the top 12 candidates came from a mix of political coalition. The administration-backed alliance, Alianza para sa Bagong Pilipinas, secured 6 seats, while the opposition and independent candidate took the remaining 6. In the House of Representatives, Lakas CMD emerged with the most seats, followed by the Nacionalista Party and National Unity Party. Coalition building is expected to play a key role in advancing legislative priorities in the 19th Congress. Sectoral and party list group also filled the 63 seat representing various marginalized and advocacy sectors across the country. Local election also shaped the landscape in province and cities in Davao City. Rodrigo Roa Duterte, a former president, won the mayoralty race while his family retained key position in the city. In Cebu, Quezon City and Bacolod, incumbents mostly held on power, though several localities saw fresh faces entering governance. The election reaffirmed the presence of political families in many areas, but also saw new leaders rise, especially among youth-backed and reform-oriented candidates. According to the COMELEC, the polls were generally peaceful with isolated report of technical issues and election-related incidents being promptly addressed by local authorities and poll monitors. International observers from organizations like Asian Network for Free Election and Domestic Watchdog, NAMFREL, have described the elections as credible, though they urge improvement in vote counting, speeds, and transparency. As the nation awaits the formal proclamation of winners by the Commission of Election, newly elected officials are expected to assume office by June 30, 2025. We will continue to monitor developments as Congress reconvenes and the political landscape adjusts for the second half of the Marcos administration. That's it for today's headline report on the 2025 midterm elections. I am Eliza Kaye M. Ignacio reporting.
Electors College, shaping bright future through excellence and compassion, educating minds, forming hearts, transforming lives. Are you looking for a school that goes beyond academic, one that empower your knowledge, strengthen your characters, and inspire you to serve others? Welcome to St. Electors College, a college of premier education institution committed to holistic development, academic excellence, and values-based formation. Located in nurturing and faith-filled environment, St. Electors College has been trusted name in education, producing graduates who are not only competent professionals but also compassionate individuals dedicated to making a difference. St. Electors College is more than a school, it's a family to support your dream and help you achieve them with excellence and integrity.
Just follow these 8 easy steps: admission, student profile, medical result, submission, ID, and uniform process. Settle your fee, get your certificate of enrollment, claim your ID and uniform, and you're finally enrolled.
Enrollment is ongoing. Take a first step toward a bright and meaningful future. Be a part of a community where your potential is nurtured, your passion is ignited, and your purpose is shaped. St. Electors College, where learning meets compassion. Be an election. Be a leader with a heart.
Experience the elections difference. Come and join now.
For our international news.
Countries across the global south begin re-evaluating their migration and labor policies as shifting economic demands and workforce trends reshape global labor dynamics. Sandat Wazon will bring us more details.
Across the global south, a growing number of countries are taking a hard look at their migration policies in response to shifting global labor demands and the increasing movement of workers across borders. Recent studies and policies reviews suggest that governments are moving away from purely economic approaches and instead beginning to craft comprehensive labor migration strategies. Ones that consider not just economic gains, but also the social well-being and rights of migrant workers. For decades, labor migration from countries like the Philippines, India, Nigeria, and El Salvador has played a key role in supporting national economies through remittances. But now, governments are acknowledging the need to do more than just outflows. They are starting to invest in long-term planning, establishing better protection for their migrant workers abroad, while also exploring ways to improve local job creation and reduce dependency on migration as a necessity. This re-evaluation includes forging what experts are calling new social contracts with netizens. Clearer commitments to ensure that migration is a choice, not a survival strategy. In practice, this means developing a stronger bilateral labor agreements, improving access to skills training before deployment, and offering more robust integration support for returning workers. In addition, some countries are adapting ethical recruitment standards and cracking down on illegal recruiters, which have long been a source of abuse and exploitation. These new measures reflect a broader awareness of the human impact of labor migration, the emotional toll on families, the risk of exploitation abroad, and the challenge of reintegration at home. Experts say that while these policy shifts are still in early stages, they represent a meaningful step forward. They reflect a more holistic view of migration, one that balances the economic benefits with dignity, protection, and sustainable development. This is Sanrafael Artuazan reporting.
The humanitarian crisis in Gaza deepens, with new reports warning of catastrophic hunger affecting millions amid counting continuing conflict and restricted aid access. Jezzavil Membrere will bring us more details.
A new report from the Integrated Food Security Phase Classification, or the IPC, reveals that Gaza's entire population of 2.1 million is facing critical levels of hunger, with the situation expected to worsen through September. 3/4 are already classified at emergency or catastrophe levels of food insecurity. By September, the reports project that 470,000 people, or 22% of the population, will be experiencing famine-level conditions, a near doubling from the previous October report. The World Health Organization calls this one of the world's worst hunger crises. The crisis is attributed to the ongoing Israel-Hamas war and a 3-month blockade by Israel, cutting off essential aid. Food relief organizations, including the World Food Program and World Central Kitchen, reports depleting supplies and disclosure of some aid programs. The blockade, according to the Israeli government, Hamas to release hostages. However, the World Health Organization cites 57 child deaths from the malnutrition since the blockade began, with a projection of 70,500 acutely malnourished children under 5 by March 2026, along with thousands of pregnant and breastfeeding women needing treatment for malnutrition. Aid workers describe worsening conditions with malnutrition hindering recovery from war injuries and increasing infection risk. While a U.S. plan to deliver aid is underway, humanitarian groups urgently call for immediate removal of all barriers to food and aid to prevent further loss of life. Jezzavil Membrere reporting.
For our special report,
St. Aloysius College Incorporation proudly commemorates its 54th founding anniversary and the celebration of the 94th birthday of Dr. Amparo Y. Pingoy, honoring decades of commitment to academic excellence and community service.
for more of this momentous occasion, let's hear from Bianca, Lariosa, and Sheena Ledda, bringing us the spirit and significance of this year's celebration.
St. Aloysius College commemorates 94th birth anniversary of Dr. Amparo Y. Pingoy and 54th foundation anniversary.
On May 15, 2025, St. Aloysius College in Coral City marks two significant milestones: the 94th birthday anniversary of its visionary founder, Dr. Amparo Y. Pingoy, and the institution's 54th foundation anniversary. This dual celebration honors over 5 decades of dedication to education, healthcare, and community service, inspired by Dr. Pingoy's unwavering commitment to shaping the future of South Cotabato through quality education.
A Thanksgiving Mass was held to commemorate this milestone with School President Dr. Nanette Pingoy Franco and School Executive Vice President Dr. John Tomas Franco, leading the ceremony joined by members of Board Directors Dr. Mutya Pingoy and Honorable Board Member-elect Annabel Pingoy. The Mass was officiated by Father Chester Balbuena.
Dr. Pingoy, who founded St. Aloysius College with a dream of providing accessible healthcare education in the region, continues to inspire the institution's mission. Her legacy, rooted in service, excellence, and cares, lives on every election. As we reflect on her 94th birthday and the foundation she laid, the college reaffirmed its commitment to the education principled, competent, and productive citizens who are ready to make a positive impact on the society.
Celebration also highlighted the college's ongoing growth and achievements, driven by its mission to empower students through education as means of social mobility. Looking toward the future, St. Aloysius College remains steadfast in its role in regional socio-economic development, continuing the work that Dr. Pingoy began over a half-century ago.
The election difference,
legacy of excellence,
compassion,
and community service
that remains the heart of soul of St. Alexius College.
Once again, I am Sheena Christevieve Ledda,
And I'm Bianca Ysabelle Lariosa.
live at St. Alexius College.
And that's a wrap on today's biggest stories from the campus to the world.
This has been your anchor, Eliza Nievares.
And I am Gerold M. Thank you for tuning in.
Election News Report. Informing,
Empowering,
inspiring. Stay safe
stay curious,
and always stay election.